peak's coming.
So it's got good just off idle throttle characteristics, and you can tell it's improved over factory.
Yeah.
You press the throttle a little bit, and it does something instead of thinking about it.
And you never know it's turbocharged because you don't hear it blow off or anything like that.
Yeah.
Now, Hypertech elected to keep the factory torque management strategy mapped into the computer. This still gives you the substantial power gains and the ability to effortlessly break loose the rear wheels. But, as you can see on the shift to second gear, torque management kicks in and makes sure that you've got a long and happy life with your drivetrain.
Horsepower, engine power, power, torque. Oh, stay away from my home. January 6th.
Hey guys, welcome back. Well, Project Rolling Thunder survived its maiden 20-mile voyage back from getting custom dyno tuned. Cruising down the interstate, the engine was running nice and cool, and at highway speeds, it was only turning about 1,800 RPM. Nice little cruise, until you put your foot into it. And then, you better be holding on to its 550 horsepower. And since this truck's just about done, well, we wanted to share with you the final stats on this monster. We built this truck around a 4.6-liter dual overhead cam illuminator engine. That's fed by a 2.3-liter supercharger strapped to the top. Behind that sits a lightweight clutch and flywheel assembly and a 6-speed manual transmission. The rear suspension is unique to say the least. It's a beefed up Mustang IRS. The front suspension was designed on performance trend software and then applied to the truck. Triple adjustable coilovers will allow us to dial this thing in. Some 13-inch rotors and 4-piston calipers up front ought to slow us down. And we roll on some 3-piece True Forge wheels, wrapped in some pretty sticky and pretty wide BFG G-Force KDW tires. All this adds up to just under 3,400 pounds with a low center of gravity and a respectable front rear weight bias. And finally, moving this thing down the road is a thundering 550 horses at the wheels. Now, as bad as this truck is, believe it or not, there's room to pull more power out of this engine. A lot more. Simple things like a pulley swap, heck, even a larger displacement blower, throwing more timing at it with a higher octane fuel. But for our money, it's finally time to find the appropriate road course to really stretch this project's legs and find out what it's capable of. And I don't know about you guys, but after more than 2 years in the making, we think Project Rolling Thunder is ready. So are we. Now, if you're putting together an LS engine, ARP, or automotive racing products have just about every bolt needed to get the job model GM truck? Well, the factory instrument cluster has weak stepper motors that are known to cause inaccurate speedometers. That's the last thing you need when passing through a speed trap. The solution to that problem is a remanufactured cluster from RockAuto.com. These remanufactured instrument clusters not only address the weak stepper motor issue by replacing them with stronger ones that won't fail, well, they also take the time to upgrade the lighting, making your gauges easier to see. Speaking of which, these reman clusters have a nice clean lens, not the scratched up, hazy, and dirty lens that's in your current instrument cluster. Plus, for a price of less than $160, well, it'll be cheaper than that speeding ticket you won't get due to an inaccurate speedometer. Now, if you need custom-built lightweight aluminum control arms or anything from a street rod to a built Jeep, well, check out what Rusty's Off-Road has to offer. Now, these can be built to just about any length required, and they're available both 2-inch diameter and 1.5-inch diameter. The 2-inch versions come with an 1.25 shank rod end, the 1.5-inch come with 7/8 rod ends, and they both include high misalignment spacers. Now, they're drilled and tacked for left-hand and right-hand threads on either end, making adjustments easy, and their machined wrench flats make tightening down